Hello everybody, I am hopping on today to do a deck review video of the Sakura deck. So I purchased this on eBay as a cute deck of cards that my daughter could play, that we could play, card games with, like War or Go Fish or whatever. Anyway, when I got them in, I realized, I was like, these are actually like anime or manga oracle cards. So if you look on here, it's hard to tell, but these are astrological symbols. Okay, we've got the moon, the star, the sun, and all of the astrological symbols. So I decided I wanted to show you guys this deck because I think it's kind of cool. So basically, we have the three of spades. So this would be the three of swords. In the traditional tarot, this would represent, heartache. But intuitive, they have these pictures and messages. So the dash. So to me, I interpret this to mean running away from a love relationship, running away due to fear of commitment or whatever, being triggered. Okay, so next we have the Ace of Diamonds, which would be the Ace of Pentacles in the traditional tarot deck. This is the mirror. This is you and your partner. So this is totally like a relationship oracle deck. You and your partner mirroring each other and reflecting back at each other, or you mirroring, things being mirrored to you, or you mirroring things to other people. Okay, so then we have the loop, the infinity symbol, and it's the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Spades, or not spades, clubs. And so, yeah, this is infinity. This is the lemniscate. This is things, just things coming back full circle. Nine of Wands or Nine of Clubs, the power. So this would be your power, your creation, skills and abilities. The Voice. King of Swords or King of Spades. So this would be, I interpret this as speaking your truth, finally, or also even using your voice in a creative manner like singing. The Through, Queen of Diamonds. So this can have any number of meanings to somebody, and it depends on the reading that you're doing. But I interpret this to mean, getting through a situation, getting through something, it's almost like the Strength card, even though it's the Queen of Pentacles. But being strong enough and grounded enough to get through something and just like blast through it. The Shot. This is your chance. The Three of Diamonds. This is your chance. This is your shot. This is your opportunity. So you can see where I'm going with this anyway. But I just wanted to share this with you because I'm planning on using them as an oracle deck for the new Manga tarot that I just got. And I think they're going to be pretty fun together. I might not, always use them together, but I thought that they would be pretty fun to use together. The Wave. So this would be riding the wave, going with the flow, going with the flow of energy, going with the path of least resistance. The Flower. This represents innocence and virtue and virginity, purity. The Wood. This represents being very grounded, very earthy, also very almost like a fairy or a tree goddess, you know, like very environmentally conscious, things like that. The arrow, and I wrote messages on a couple of the cards, and then I didn't like it, so then I erased it. So anyway, that's why this one looks like that. But the arrow, so this is like the archer. It's being sure-sighted, focused on a direction, very focused on a direction. The float. This is like moving, but also like the wave, like going with the flow and allowing, you know, the winds to carry you where you need to be, and having faith that where you're going to end up is where you're supposed to be. The dream. This is literally about dreaming, prophetic dreams, visions. The time. So this is Father Time, the sands of time, karma as well. The light, seeing the light. This is like the star card also, having hope, connecting with the divine, with the light. The fly. See, I wrote on these ones. The fly, this is the Phoenix card. It's a rebirth, and it's also spreading your wings and flying and reclaiming your power and rising up from the ashes. And so yes, that's that one. The erase. So this is blocking somebody out of your life, erasing them from your life, deleting their pictures, blocking them on social media. It is Five of Wands, so it's conflict as well. The shadow. This is your shadow side, your shadow self, doing shadow work. The unknown as well. The watery. So this is, you know, like being a water sign, being very emotional, emotionally balanced, but still very in tune with your emotions, and even being a water sign like a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. The Joker card. The hope. Again, this is like the star card. Hope, faith, hope and love, faith and love, having hope, keeping the faith. The maze. So this is like obstacles, not knowing where you're going, feeling like there's blocks in your path and being totally lost. The fight. Again, conflict, having a fight with somebody, also having to fight to get what you need or get what you want or desire, having to really step up and battle. The dark. The unknown, but this is also dark forces. But it could be it can represent different things. I think it depends on the other cards that come out in the reading. You have to use your intuition, or the messages that you receive. But yeah, this is like shadow side, being in touch with your shadow side, because she looks very serene, but it can also represent dark forces. Negative entities and manipulation and things like that. The twins, so like twin flames. The song, This also is related to speaking your truth, communicating with music, messages through music and songs, song lyrics, and even poems. The sweet. Things just being sweet and happy, and this would be like the 9 of Cups. But it's the 8 of Cups. The move. So again, moving. Moving, leaving. The thunder. So this would be, it can mean different things. It can mean somebody creating like a lot of electricity and passion. It's kind of like the Tower card. It's kind of like, you know, change or things like getting really charged up and it causing you to get, you know, to have for your life to have a lot of change or for things to be unstable. It can also mean defense though, like getting and really mounting a defense and being fired up in that respect. That's the 9 of Swords also. So the meanings of the messages don't really coincide with the traditional tarot deck or cartomancy. But you know, they're really cute anyway. The sleep. So this would be like the 4 of Swords. This would be resting, sleeping. The fiery, passionate energy. I interpret this, it's the Ace of Swords, but it's really more like the Ace of Wands in the traditional tarot deck. It's that kind of energy, just fiery, new, fiery, passionate energy. And also inspiration, spiritual inspiration, spiritual connectedness, or a new found connectedness. The shield, this is protecting yourself. Getting protection or being protected. The bubbles, this is also watery energy. Water signs, watery energy, emotions. I interpret this to mean like butterflies in your stomach. Having that excitement, romantic excitement. The mist. So again, this is also watery energy, but it's also air energy. So it'd be like Aquarius, Pisces energy. It's wisdom, it's patience, it's emotional, it's mutable. The create. So this is creating something, creation energy, but it's like working. It would be like the 8 of Pentacles or the 3 of Pentacles. It would, you know, like paying attention to detail, working together to create something, you know, creating a work of art, a fine work of art. The earthy, this is a more earth energy, like the wood, feminine earth energy. So it would be like Taurus, very grounded in nature. Somebody very grounded in nature, or an earth sign. The silent, this is not speaking, not hearing any communication about anything, being kind of in the dark about what's going on. It's just like, or not hearing from somebody, just like waiting and waiting and waiting to hear from somebody and not hearing anything. That's what that would be. The Joker. Joker's wild. So this could mean anything, but it's got the heart with wings. So it's a positive wild card. The big. This would be like the high priestess or the emperor, just like a very high level of authority. Or something really big, really big changes, really big events. The little, this is children, represents children, innocence, youth, inner child. The lock, something being locked or blocked or protected and secured. Depends on the other cards. But it is the Ace of Cups or the Ace of Hearts. So the Libra, this would be the sign of Libra, but it also represents balance. This would be like the Justice card in the traditional tarot deck, even though it's the Five of Cups or the Five of Hearts. The Return, so this would be something or somebody coming back and returning into your life again. The Illusion, so this would be like Seven of Cups, or even like Seven of Cups reversed, or the Moon card reversed. Just illusions, not knowing, confusion, misinterpretation. The Snow, so this is water energy. This would be like the Queen of Cups reversed, or where it's cold. It's cold and manipulative and frozen. It can also mean cold weather or season, the winter time. It depends on the other cards, but it can if it's a person, it would be somebody who's very cold emotionally, or like the Queen of Swords reversed, actually. Queen of Swords reversed. Somebody who's really cold emotionally. But it can also represent wintertime and cold weather and seasons. The Sand. This one hasn't come up in any readings when I've used it. So it is earthy. It's earth energy. 8 of Diamonds would be 8 of Pentacles, so that's earth energy as well. But it's also like, I take sand to mean kind of like desolation or solitude, because there's not a lot of stuff that grows in sandy soil. It's hard to get stuff to grow in sandy soil, so it's not like it's abundant with plants and gardens and whatnot. It's more like a beach where where the earth meets the water, maybe, and where you get a chance to meditate and get some quiet. The Change, new life. See, I left that one. The Change, it is new life. It's a chameleon. So it's also being able to change yourself or create, be the person that you want to be and change who you are for the better. Positive change. The Windy. So this is air sign. Or air energy, even though it's the Hearts, which would be Pentacles, but it's air energy. And so it's a lot of tense energy, confusion, also change, though, like the winds of change. But it's kind of more chaotic, because when something's really windy, it's like, kind of nervous changes. The Cloud. So this is water energy again, but it's very light and fluffy and cool. Things being in the clouds. yeah, it's water and air. So thoughts being in the clouds. It can, this is definitely one where you have to, depends on the other cards that come out, and you would probably receive an intuitive message about what it means. The sword. So in the traditional tarot deck, that represents thoughts and intellect. So it would be that. It's also protection, protecting yourself. But in the picture, the sword is all sort of bound up and wrapped up. So it could be like the Two of Swords, even though this would be the Wands suit in cartomancy or tarot. But it is the number 2, and it is the sword. So, and the sword is all tied up. And so, indecision or a very difficult decision. Yeah, again, depends on the other cards that come out. The glow. This is very happy, positive energy, feeling the glow of hope and love and nature as well. The freeze. So water energy and being cold. This is the Seven of Swords in the traditional tarot deck. But yes, just being very cold, frozen out of something where you're like, blocked out or frozen out. The rain. So this is water again. It's emotions. It's like a release of emotions for the better is the energy that I feel with this card. My battery's about to die. The jump. This is taking a leap of faith, making the jump, jumping on something, jumping on an opportunity. And the last one, the storm. So yeah, this would be, water energy, but very, changes and stormy, difficulties too. Like, it could represent difficulties. But anyway, so I just wanted to show you guys these cards because the deck was inexpensive and they're really cute. And I think these are good cards for kids too. Like if you're interested in teaching your kids about, because they're small, so easier for small hands to shuffle. And the images are very simple images, but pretty descriptive images. And so yeah, I just wanted to share them with you that even though I bought them as a regular card deck, I noticed that they were really more of an oracle deck. So hope you found this helpful. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.